Hello and welcome to another campaign battle for Total War Warhammer 2. And we'll be fighting at the ancient city of Quintex, which is our capital city, and it's come under siege by a very large High Elf intervention army. So you see they've got a level 20 Lord, they've got a lot of Phoenix Guard, some Lothern Sea Guard, they've got some chariots, they've got a lot of Dragon Princes, although this is a siege battle so they're not going to be that useful in this fight. The real problem will be the Grey Eagle and the Sun Dragon, and they have a lot of artillery. So this must be probably the top tier intervention army they can send, because we've pulled ahead of the High Elves in the race for the Vortex, and now it looks like they're going to try and stop us. So the balance of power is a little more in their favour. Now we have a small army in the settlement with a Sorceress and a Death Hag, a couple of spear units. Then we have some Harpies, we have a couple of Black Ark Corsairs. Now I suppose some Black Guard, these are really tough, so they're going to be really useful in this fight. We have a few Dark Shard units and then some Black Ark Corsairs with Hambos. We've got another Death Hag and another Sorceress. So we're going to be trying to get down a lot of spells on them. So this should be a pretty good fight. It really depends how effectively they use their artillery and how troublesome those Phoenix Guard are to take down, as well as that Sun Dragon of course. I'm not too worried about the cavalry. If we can stop them breaking through the gates, because if that cavalry gets into the city, we don't have much we can do to stop it just rampaging everywhere. So we need to try and keep them off the walls, stop them breaking through the gate, and I think we can win this. Okay, we've only got 5 magic, that's not very helpful, so let's gamble on that. Couldn't get much worse, could it? No, there we go, that's much better. Okay, so where's the rest of their forces? And that's pretty smart, because they've actually put a load of their artillery along with... Okay, they've got some Dragon Princes over here. Now this is actually slightly, as you can see, it doesn't give us a very good line of sight on their cavalry or their artillery, and these should be able to fire in an arc straight over onto our walls, but our towers might not be able to hit them there, so that's pretty smart. Okay, their lord is actually on a Star Dragon, so that's going to be tricky. They've got a couple of battering rams because yes, they're going to try and get into the city as quickly as they can. More artillery. They're really going to try and punch holes in our walls, knock down our gates, because the real dangerous units in their force are mostly those Dragon Princes. So we've got to really try and stop them from getting inside. Let's have a look at this city though, it's really nice looking. Haven't really had a good chance to see many Dark Elf cities. And this is the first time we've actually fought at our capital. Okay, let's pull everyone back to the centre for a moment. So we try and get set up. Okay, the battering rams will be coming in on this side. We really want to try and stop them, but they also have those ranged units. So we're going to keep our Dark Shards over here. Now they haven't built any siege towers, which is odd. I would have expected them to have a couple, but it looks like they're going to try and just bash their way through the gate. So let's get let's get all our ranged over onto this wall to target those flying units. Now they could try and climb the walls, so that's something we have to be aware of. Put a Black Guard on that gate. Let's put some Corsairs over on this wall. Now they have another unit over here, so they might send that in to climb this wall. That's something that we need to be aware of. So we're going to put some Corsairs with hand bows over here.
Eager for battle.
And we might back them up with a unit of standard Corsairs, just in case they try and climb. So we've got some harpies, we might keep those in reserve for the moment and then try and hit that artillery. So we've got a death hag here, so we really want to put one on each wall. So we'll keep one over here.
Mistress of Whispers.
And we'll probably keep one over here as well.
Ready.
Okay, so we've got a sorceress here with a wind spell and blade wind vortex. That's going to be pretty helpful. So we'll put her up on the wall.
Sorceress of Growth.
And we have another one with chill wind as well.
Black of Heart.
Let's put our lord up on the wall. Now we do have a settlement defense ability, which is also a breath spell. So we've got 6 charges of that, so we're going to try and use that a lot if we can.
Dread spears.
So let's get some dread spears in reserve. Actually, we might put one up on this wall
Dealers in death.
in case that dragon comes into land.
Merciless warriors.
Let's put another blackguard unit over by this gate.
Black guards. We have nothing to fear.
And we'll keep another one just down here, just in case they do manage to break through that gate. Okay, I think we're as ready as we're ever going to be.
None can break our defenses.
So all those towers should pop up now. There we go. Getting some good fire in.
Witness the wrath of them.
Looks like they're going to move up their battering rams first. So what's their range on some of our spells? Out of range, we'll have to wait till they're about here.
Eager.
But we can use this breath attack. There we go. Didn't do too much damage. Did a little damage to that Phoenix Guard. Okay, we're getting some range fire off now.
Look to the sky.
Okay, yep, that Phoenix Guard is coming for the wall.
Open their eager for battle.
Let's move those Black Hut Corsairs over to help deal with those. Okay, they've got a lot of range fire coming in now.
Servant of Hecate.
So let's try and do some damage with these. There we go. I'll put it straight down the middle of that unit. There we go. Okay, so they're sending the dragons in now.
Black guards.
Let's try and shift that black guard over. Actually, we might just run it over here, try and give it some cover.
Corsairs.
And it looks like, see, they've targeted the gate with their artillery. I didn't even notice that, so we're going to have to try and block them off here. That's pretty smart. They know they need to get their cavalry into the city if they stand any chance of winning this.
Dread spears. The merciless host.
Okay, what's our magic doing there? We can probably get some more. There we go.
Dark sorceress.
Do as much damage as we can to these guys.
Dealers in death.
Oh, let's see, they've punched a hole here. That's something we need to watch out for. Try and slow them down.
Your merciless host. Dark elves. Dread spears.
Okay, sent another unit over here.
Death Hag! No
So
death!
Death Hag is currently engaged with that Eagle and she's doing okay, but not great. Okay, let's see spear units down to try and help take on like that dragon. It looks like they're going to try and cap the centre points. We need to send some units back to support. Try and take out that artillery.
All powerful! Sorceress of blood!
Dark Elves here.
Sorceress of blood!
Okay, looks like they might have taken down our other Death Hag.
Kane's chosen!
Oh no, she's still fighting. She's almost down.
It shall be!
I'm going to try and put her out there.
Eager for battle. Kill them. Eager for battle.
That Phoenix Guard is routing, so that's good.
We are ready. Slash. Die, weaklings.
At once!
Nagarothi. Battle ready.
Okay, those Harpy units must have got broken.
Death Hag! Visions of destruction!
Looks like they're going after our Lord.
Dark shots. Eager for battle. Dark.
So I'm going to shift a couple of these over to this gate to try and help deal with that cavalry.
Scalp them. Great spears.
These guys don't want to move.
Ready.
Come on.
Moving out.
Bride of Cain!
Okay, let's try and get some shots on with this. There we go.
Blackguards. Die, weaklings.
Dreadlord! Indeed! Sister of the Dark Convent! Glowing!
Okay, we are holding this gate, which is good.
Corsairs.
Just going to get those Corsairs down to help out.
Death Hag!
Looks like they're going to lose our Death Hag. Yep, she's go down.
Dark Elves. Carnage over. Great spears.
Got that black guard in.
Kill.
Dreadlord!
The merciless host. Dark shots. Hack cut. Merciless warriors. Nagarothi. Understood.
Sorceress of Grond!
And there we go. That was a pretty tough fight though. Let's try and kill as many of those cavalry units as we can. I think we might have lost our Death Hag in that fight. I didn't even see what happened to our Harpy units. I guess they just got chewed up by artillery fire. That was a pretty fun siege fight though. Fairly challenging. You can see they immediately targeted this wall, punch to hold to try and get their cav through there. And they did the same on this side, except they targeted the gate. So that was pretty smart by them. Because if that cav had managed to get all the way into this centre, we probably wouldn't have been able to take them out. So it was a pretty tough fight. A lot of units took a lot of damage, but we've seen it off now. So let's take a look at the after battle stats. Okay, so yeah, we lost our death hag. It's unfortunate. 131. Those archers did great. Most of it has been wiped out. They still do have quite a bit of artillery though. A few cavalry units, but yeah, we should be able to mop that up if it doesn't get entirely destroyed. So I hope you enjoyed this little campaign siege battle. It's the first really difficult siege we've had, but I think we saw it off pretty well, and I'm quite impressed by how the AI approached that. Did the smart thing, trying to get its cavalry into the city. Okay, so that's the end of this video, and should have another one up soon.